Bad movies are good movies.
I can already hear you asking, hey, isn't that a contradiction? And to that I say, first of all, I didn't tell you could ask questions, but to answer your question, no, it is not a contradiction. I have scientific proof of why that is. I have a graph. If you take a look at this graph, you can see the bad side. I was gonna say good side. That's my dog. I love you, but shut the fuck up. Alright, so take a look at this graph. Picture this. You're going to the cinema to watch a movie you've never seen before or heard before about. Let's say, for example, you're gonna watch the Cats movie, right? So you start here in the middle lower part. You don't know anything, so you don't have nor a good opinion or a bad opinion. But you start watching, and you slowly start realizing, it's a pretty bad movie. So your opinion starts shifting to the bad side, right? But you haven't watched a lot. So you think, hey, maybe this movie could get better if I keep watching, right? Spoiler, it's not gonna get better, but you still hope it will. So you keep watching, and your shit opinion gets so fucking high eventually, it reaches this maximum point of shit, right? In this point, we got two options. It stays as a really fucking shitty movie, and that's it, or the more interesting option. It's so shit that it crosses back to the good side again, making it a fucking masterpiece of shitty movies. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the shitty movies that are good. Now that that's out of the way, we can continue with the video. I enjoy my shitty movies quite a lot, and I wanted to find more. So what I thought was, hey, I could ask my friends on Twitter for their suggestions of shitty movies, and I could ask random strangers on Reddit for suggestions. So that's what I did. Alright, time to check the answers. First answer, I don't know, hope I helped. Thank you, dude, you did help. Thank you very much. We got the whole Sharknado saga. Again, I don't care about Sharknado. We got 47 meters down. Horrible, annoying characters, no emotion, very bland basically. Alright, fair enough. I'll keep it in my list. My life. Holy shit, dude, so funny! Holy shit, fucking comedian, dude! Holy shit! Holy shit, you're so fucking funny, dude, you're a comedian. No. Doom the movie. Alright, fair enough. I think it's pretty shit. And Land of the Lost. I don't know what that shit is, but I'll look it up later. I came with the Sharknado, and a movie about mortal pigeons, deadly pigeons. What the fuck is that movie? I wanna watch it, man, but I asked her and she didn't answer. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of movie I'm gonna watch. I don't know what kind of movie that is. I don't know the name. I wanna know the name. I've never wanted to see a movie so badly, like right now. I really wanna know what the fuck Deadly Pigeons is, dude. The Lighthouse. No. It's just a bland movie. It's not a shitty movie. I'm not gonna add that shit. That's it for Twitter. I'm gonna check Reddit now. Holy shit. I just opened Reddit and the first thing I see is fucking Velocipaster. What the fuck, dude? That looks fucking awesome. Holy shit! Quick disclaimer, I didn't want to bad movies, the subreddit, because I thought it was gonna be too easy. So instead, I did the big brain thing and asked Reddit. Why? I don't fucking know. First answer, The Room. For fuck's sake. Alright, The Room. The Room, it's a fun, shitty movie, alright? I'll give you that. It's a fun, shitty movie. But I've already seen it, and everyone and their mother has already fucking seen it. So take it home, take it away. I don't want to watch it anymore. I watched it enough times. I know it's fun. Take it away. Alright. worst movies is The Last Airbender and Olympus Has Fallen. The Last Airbender, it's a shitty movie. I don't enjoy it in a shitty fun way. It is a shitty fun way, but I don't enjoy it personally. Why? I fucking adore The Last Airbender, and seeing my little baby just become this piece of trash movie, it's painful to watch. It's really painful. And anyways, I've already seen it, so I'm gonna take it out. Olympus Has Fallen, I've not seen it, but let me look it up because I've already forgotten about it. Yeah, it doesn't look shit, it just looks bland. I'm not gonna add that shit. The Cat in the Hat movie. Oh, dude. I fucking love The Cat in the Hat movie. I watched it when I was a kid with my cousin. One of my first fucking favorite movies ever. It's just so fucking stupid. I love it. And when I was a kid, I wasn't thinking, oh man, this is shitty. No, I was thinking this is fucking awesome, and I enjoy it. And I still to this day enjoy it because, you know, childhood and shit. It's fucking funny. I don't know what to tell you, man. I love it. If you want to be historical, you can throw in some Plan 9 from Outer Space in there. All right, that's fair enough. That's a good suggestion. I have not watched it. Yeah. Ocean Sticks. It's a good recommendation. The thing is, this guy wrote like a paragraph explaining why he ended up watching the movie, and that's all fine and good, but didn't fucking ask you, man. The Scary Movie franchise. I've already seen it. The first two are fine. They're not good by any means, but they're enjoyable with friends. Beyond that point, I get bored. I've already seen them. Take it away. That one Tom Cruise movie, Magnolia. Nah. Troll 2. Another classic. Troll 2. Like, oh my god. That one, yeah. It's a fine movie. It's funny. It's shitty. I love it. I've already seen it though, so I'm not gonna add it. Sorry, man. Transformers. For fuck's sake, man. No. It's a shitty movie. It's not a good movie. Like Biohazardous. I don't know what the fuck you mean by Biohazardous. I think you mean Biohazard, the movie. I looked up Biohazardous and nothing came up. And this movie, Biohazard, has a 3.3 out of 10 in IMDb, and it's from 1985. So I guess it's this movie you're talking about. Yeah, it looks pretty shitty. I'm not watching. I'm gonna add it. Movies? What the fuck? Movies with mislabeled genres. Movies. What the fuck is movies with mislabeled genres? And that's it for the Reddit answers. And gotta be honest, not as shit as I thought it would be. I was expecting way worse, to be honest, considering how Reddit is. After reading the Reddit suggestions and my friend's suggestions, we got a total number of to work with. Hey, that's a good number. Well, you know, I prefer quality over quantity. So I'm going to do a deep and profound research to find the best shit movies I can find. After days of hard research and definitely not just changing shirts for this shot, I managed to find 8 more movies to add to the list, giving us a total of movies. Now that's all well and good, but that's a lot of fucking movies, and I'm not gonna watch all those fucking movies. So I'm going to make them go through an elimination process. Mind you, I'm very scientific at that. It's actually kind of simple, you know, you just have to
sweet kissing, so on and on and on. I'm saying no right now, maybe down the line.
Now that the final results are here, we have a total of 8 movies to work with. And what I wanted to do initially is put them in a Wheel of Fortune type of thing and spin it 3 times to get 3 different movies. But the thing is, I don't know where to buy those things. So, the best next thing I can do is build one myself. Cue the montage music. I'm back. So after a few hours of working, I managed to build this guy, and let me tell you, it fucking spins, man. That's way more than I thought it would do. I've already put the movies, the final 8 movies, in the wheel. So now that that's out of the way, the only thing we gotta do now is spin the wheel. And the final movies we're gonna be watching today are Planet 9 from Outer Space, Doom the Movie, and Kung Fu Hustle. Alright, I got the 3 movies. Now all that's left is to actually watch them. So I'll be watching you in a few days when I finish watching the 3 movies. See you then.
I'm back from watching the movies. And let me tell you, those were good shitty movies. But we'll get to that later. First, I got to introduce you to something I made. This is a scale. A scale from 1 to 10, as you can see. You're not fucking blind. I built it so I can score the movies from a 1 to a 10. Why did I build this? Why didn't I just put a number on screen? Because I had an idea in my head. I wanted to build something that would light up a LED on the level it was. So if I'm on level 10, it would light up the LED on like the level 10. If I'm on level 5, it would light up the LED on level 5. That's the only reason why I made this. And because I hate myself. Was that a year? You wanna know how I made this? Well, tough luck for you guys. This is not a craft channel. This is the best I can do. And I was gonna say I'm proud, but is this how my parents felt when I was born? And now that that's out of the way, we can continue on to
Round 1!
The 2000s was a different era. A lot of things came from it, and sometimes you can even still hear it in the distance. Like in all eras, we got some good things and some bad things, especially bad things. And one of those bad things we got was Doom 2005. Look at the Doom games, now look at the movie. Now look at the Doom games, now look at the movie. How in the ever-loving fuck did they manage to screw it up so bad, you may ask? And I'll tell you why, because there are plenty of fucking reasons. The first one being that it's based on Doom 3. And why is that a problem? Well, look at Doom 3, and then look at Doom 2 and Doom 1. Have you realized yet? It doesn't look like a Doom game. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It is not. But it is a different looking game. And they based the movie on the first game to not look like a Doom game. Why? But I get it. It's the logical thing to do, since you look at Doom 1 and 2 and say, shit, it's pixelated. We gotta redesign this shit so we can actually use it. And you look at Doom 3, and I mean, yeah, it had a story, like an actual story. It was more ambiental and shit, but again, it doesn't look like a fucking Doom game. Now comes the question. Who is making the movie? That is a genuine question. Let me tell you. First, the rights of the movie were with Universal Pictures, right? That's fine. But they didn't do anything, so Columbia TriStar got him. But they also didn't do anything. So, two producers, Lorenzo de Bonaventura and John Wells, got the rights and started developing the movie at Warner Bros. But since in fucking 15 months, nothing had started production, eventually, the rights ended up right back at Universal Pictures. They were literally playing hot potato with the movie. Alright, you guys ready? Yep, yeah, of course. Okay, cool. And go. Stop. Fuck. That was a close one. When I say Doom, what do you think about? Is it guns? Is it demons? Is it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? It's The Rock. Now the main cast is something interesting. And what I mean by interesting is the fact that some of them are some really good known actors, and some I couldn't even find a picture of them in a Wikipedia page. I don't know how they were casting, man. Alright, now that we're all here, we should start the casting process. Starting off with deciding who will be playing the Virgin. We have two options, Michael Cera and Mark Zuckerberg. So, let's spin to it. I'm sorry, did someone order a coffee here? What? Yeah, he'll do. Now let's move on to the role of the GOAT. In the main cast we got edgy protagonist number 1, The Rock as The Rock, exposition dump, big quiet boy, haha not funny, didn't laugh, Terminator, bottom budget, Michael Cera's and Mark Zuckerberg's illegal son, and that guy from the music video of Nights of Sidonia, but on crack. Don't worry, the only ones you actually need to think about are Edgy protagonist number 1, exposition dump, and the rock, because those are the only ones that have something to do and aren't just there to be killed. Now that we have the cast, let's talk about the plot. You see, Doom games aren't that big on story. You got the big badass protagonist who shoots at demons on Earth and Mars. Why? First, to prevent them from going to Earth, and once they manage to get to Earth, to save humanity. You can also add details later, like his pet bunny Daisy, rest in peace, and the fact that he was sent to Mars as punishment for standing up to a guy who wanted to shoot civilians. But that's all flavor. Plot ain't the reason why you play Doom. So how do we approach this for a movie? Do you A, turn the focus of the movie, the action instead of the plot? Or B,
make a secret alien chromosome that gives people superpowers but only if they're good?
Or do you C, turn the main cast into pickle? To wrap this up, the movie had the potential to actually be something good that would tribute Doom. But the weakest plot we got, with the bad acting and the worst character writing, ended up making something that looks bland and boring. Except for every time Edgy Boy and Exposition Dump are making these faces. That shit's hilarious. Also, that one Doom type scene at the end, that looks awful, but it's the kind of awful I love. In the shit movie scale, I give it a 6 out of 10. Could be a better shitty movie. It's time for
Round 2.
The universe is a mystical place, filled to the brim with mysteries. Like, do aliens think of tentacle porn as normal porn? Where do you fall at the edge of the world? And most importantly, what is Plan 9 from outer space? I want you to do me a favor. Close your eyes. Now start imagining the stars, planets, anything space. And tell me, what does it make you think about? Think about it for a little bit. Now slowly open your eyes. Tell me, what did you think about? Wait, don't actually tell me, I can't hear you, but I can take a guess. Yeah, I see. You're thinking about aliens coming to Earth to resurrect the dead, to warn us about the dangers of discovering something that could blow up the whole universe. That's right. Well, at least that's what I think the creator of Planet 9 from Outer Space was thinking when making the movie. Which, by the way, the original title from Planet 9 from Outer Space was Grave Robbers from Outer Space. And I'm so fucking glad they changed it, because the final title has more of a mystery and intrigue kind of air to it, instead of the let's take old grandma's body and run some experiments on it kind of vibe. Now let's get a little bit into the plot. Apparently, there is a substance called solaronite, which has the ability to blow up sunlight molecules. Don't question it too hard, it's a movie from 1959. Point is, this solaronite can cause a chain reaction that can eventually blow up the whole universe. So you know, big trouble. That's why aliens who already know of this come to Earth. But instead of doing the smart thing and just wiping us out before we do something stupid, aliens actually have the courtesy to try and communicate with us. But both sides have been trying to communicate, but none of them got an answer. Aliens eventually give in to the fear of us stupidly blowing up the whole universe. So they try a different method, which is obviously to raise the dead. But oh, wouldn't you know, humans take it badly, and so they start attacking the saucers. Which, by the way, in 1 minute of constant missiles, we can't even take one saucer. It's kind of clear who has the advantage. After that, they just go full fuck it mode and decide to teach us a lesson. But how? Is it by using their big ships? Some kind of death ray? Maybe some big explosive? No! Just make some more zombies. That'll teach humans aliens are real. Fortunately for humans, but unfortunately for the rest of the universe, eventually humans find a way into the ship who was raising the dead. And fuck shit up, blowing up the ship in the process. The movie decides that's kind of the end of the story, kind of forgetting the fact that They're aliens, and so they have way more technology than us, and probably could blow us up if they wanted to in the first place.
With the ship and the ray gun gone, they have no control. We gotta hand it to them, though. They're far ahead of us.
I'll cut to the chase. I love this movie. I know you're supposed to first give your thoughts on the movie and the different parts of it, and then rate it, but fuck that. I love this. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 in the good shit movie scale. Every fucking scene a saucer is in, that scene is immediately 10 times better. Just the way the ship moves and looks, and everyone just pretends they're seeing something out of screen, is perfect.
You got me that time, Mac. This American Flight 812 requesting.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over. Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over.
Holy mackerel.
And every time we got like from the saucer to a different scene, the audio gets all fucked up. Like in one scene we're hearing like blasting noises, and the next one is just absolute nothing sound. It's perfect. I also love the awkwardness of this movie. Like, I'm not gonna try and make it funny, just look at this clip and you tell me. My favorite character is Big Boy Cop. Shame he was only alive for like 6 minutes, because he's the one to say my favorite line in the movie.
Pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlight from the patrol car.
Okay, be careful, Clay.
Johnny.
I also really love this scene that's just 5 shots repeated for a minute. The only thing I would say holds it back is some scenes where too much talking takes place, like that scene in the Pentagon. It didn't last too long, but it did bore me a little bit. All I could think about while watching those scenes were, man, I wish I could be seeing one of those saucers instead of being here. But fortunately, those scenes never lasted too long. At the end of the day, this movie is just great. Alright. I didn't enjoy it as much in my first watch, but after watching it a second time, I started noticing more details, and it really shows the effort put into it. Like, it may not have been the product the creator wanted, but it's still great. Also, apparently there was a video game based on the movie, but it kinda sucks, so I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Now on to round 3! What? The song doesn't actually say round 3. Don't fucking judge me. Yo, what's up guys? I'm back from my training. Since this movie is about martial arts, I thought I could get myself a little bit into the mood by learning ninjutsu. I actually spent the last few months training. That's why this video took so long to make, and not because I'm lazy or anything. Actually, let me show you what I learned. This is a little something called spinjitzu. You just put yourself like this and just... Yeah? Give me a little moment. So apparently this movie is set in China and ninjas are from Japan. So yeah. Fuck! I'm not gonna stand here and pretend I know what I'm talking about, because I don't. I failed geography like 5 fucking times. I'm probably the least capable person to talk about other people's culture. Now, putting that aside, let's talk about this movie and why are Chinese people so fucking... Have you ever felt like you were someone special? Someone with a hidden ability? The chosen one? Well, you're not. But this is what this movie is about, so I'm just gonna do a rhetorical question for the sake of the video. Kung Fu Hustle puts us in the shoes of a little kid that, because of his poverty background, grows up to become a human rogue with a special proficiency at lock picking. He eventually learns how to multi-class thanks to the help of a hobo who sells him the rulebook, and chooses to become a martial artist subclass for the fighter, making him the most powerful character in the campaign. And it's also the DM's self-insert character. I think I've been watching too much Broken Bonds. This is an action movie. So the focus of the movie is the action, right? Well, yes, but actually no. The focus of the movie is actually the comedy, which it fucking nails. Just look at the landlady persecution scene. That shit's hilarious. Except if you're probably Mexican, since that'll just bring some bad childhood trauma. Point is, it makes you go haha funny. But why does it haha funny you? I'll tell you why, and this is also why the other scenes work. It's about the self-awareness. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up, listen, look back at the scene. It's all ridiculous. They obviously are not running, they just look like they're pasted on top. Also, the movements don't match their actions. It looks ridiculous.
But they know.
Their self-awareness and the fact that they go all out in the shittiness is what sells it. They aren't pretending this is more than what it actually is. They just have fun with it. It's kind of like when you were a baby and you smeared shit all over yourself thinking it was your new fucking toy, and your parents looked at you and said, "Oh, honey, that's so cute." Well, it's the same. The movie's just like, yeah, I know this is shit, but it's fun shit to play with. And we're all just like, hell yeah, it's fun shit to play with. Most of the movie is like this, but it does have some really good and creative scenes, especially the fight ones. And this is actually something that turns me up in my opinion about this movie, but I'll get into that a little bit later. The budget of the movie was $20 million, which they managed to multiply by 5 at the box office. So you know, people really liked it. $20 million is not a lot for a movie, even in 2004. And you can actually tell where they saved money and when they decided to go all out. And it gives it this kind of feeling of half really good and half really shitty. Kind of like when you draw a heart and you start with one half that looks really good, but you draw the other one and it looks like a weird bean. They could have easily distributed the money equally between all aspects of the movie, but I think that would have just made it look more bland and boring instead of as unique as it looks right now. But there's something I'm torn about. Sometimes it feels like it knows too much about its shittiness. Even the dramatic scenes have this kind of writing that makes it feel ridiculous. If someone is too self-aware and ironic, does it just kind of count as being lazy? Like not trying to do something ambitious and just sticking to the ironic? It's funny, it's funny because I didn't try, kind of vibe, you know? If you say everything is ironic, then nothing is genuine. And sometimes I feel the movie, it's a little bit too fucking close to that level. I'm debating myself with whether this is a really good shitty movie or just a really good movie because of the self-awareness. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say for the sake of this video and finishing already that this is a masterpiece of a shitty good movie. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 in the shitty good-ometer. To finish this video that has been in the making for way longer than I expected or I'm willing to accept, each movie is a good shitty movie in a different way. Doom is like that friend who you laugh at because of his 14-year-old attitude. Plan 9 from Outer Space is like your little cousin who tries his fucking best to get close to you and hang out with your friends, but still look silly. And Kung Fu Hustle is that friend who just makes a joke out of everything. They're all different and very special. As thanks for making it this far into the video, here are some really cool people that do a lot of cool shit and you should follow.
Okay. What chicoleros be like. No. Ok, M, piensa. ¿Qué es lo que puedes hacer para empezar tu primer video? Nope.
I'm planning on making more stupid content like this, so if you like this video, consider subscribing, or not, I'm not your dad. Now fuck off, the video is over. Why are you still here? I told you the video is over. Go away.